In this section, we will discuss the structure of the Police Accountability Board, the Administrative Charging Committee, and the Trial Board as required by state law and proposed by the county. Before we dive into the structure of each body, it's important to understand how these groups work together. One of the responsibilities of the PAB is receiving complaints. This slide represents how a complaint moves through the process and the part each body plays in that process. The PAB, or law enforcement agency, receives a misconduct complaint from the public. Next, the law enforcement agency investigates the complaint. Upon completion of the investigation, the law enforcement agency forwards the investigatory file to the Administrative Charging Committee, which reviews the file and determines whether to charge the officer. If the officer is not charged, meaning the allegations are unfounded or the officer is exonerated, the Administrative Charging Committee will issue a written opinion detailing findings, determinations, and recommendations. If the officer is charged, the Administrative Charging Committee will still issue a written opinion detailing findings, determinations, and disciplinary recommendations. The Chief of Police then offers discipline recommended by the Administrative Charging Committee or a higher level according to the state-created disciplinary matrix. The officer then has the option to accept the discipline or have the matter referred to the trial board for a hearing.
State law clearly defines the structure and requirements for the Administrative Charging Committee and Trial Board. According to state law, there shall be only one Administrative Charging Committee per county and will consist of 5 members. These include the chair of the Police Accountability Board or their PAB designee, 2 civilian members selected by the PAB, and 2 civilian members selected by the Chief Executive Officer of the county. Before serving on the Administrative Charging Committee, an individual shall receive training on matters relating to police procedures from the Maryland Police Training and Standards Commission. Multiple trial boards can be convened for each incident in the county. However, state law requires that the trial board consist of 3 members: an active or retired administrative law judge, or a retired district or circuit court judge appointed by the county executive, a civilian who is not a member of an Administrative Charging Committee appointed by the Police Accountability Board, and a police officer of equal rank to the accused officer appointed by the Chief of Police that employs the officer subject to the complaint.
Please note that moving forward in this video, anything in blue is required by state law and cannot be changed. Anything in red has been proposed by the county. As you can see, state law mandates that an active police officer may not be a member of the Police Accountability Board. It also requires the members of the board to reflect the racial, gender, and cultural diversity of the county. For Anne Arundel County, Bill 1622, introduced to the County Council on February 7th, proposed the following board composition. The board would include 9 voting members, all of whom must be county residents for at least 3 years, with one of the 9 members appointed as the chair. One of the 9 members must also be an Annapolis resident appointed upon the recommendation of the mayor and Annapolis City Council. This slide provides an overview of the proposed appointment process, chair appointment, and membership terms. First and foremost, the county shall make a public announcement at least 30 days in advance of making any selection, appointment, or reappointment to invite residents to apply for membership on the board. This will come in the form of an interest application, as discussed in previous slides. All appointees will be subject to a background check. All members, including the chair, will be appointed by the county executive and confirmed by the county council. Members will serve terms of 3 years or until a successor is appointed, with the initial appointments being staggered. The chair will serve a 3-year term, and members will become ineligible for reappointment after serving 3 terms.
State law does not include details on ex officio membership or how to handle vacancies and removal. The county has proposed including non-voting ex officio members with expertise and knowledge that will be valuable to the board. Appointments may include the County Director of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, the Human Relations Officer, leadership from local law enforcement agencies or their designees. The county executive may remove a member for cause, including improper use or disclosure of information, being charged with a crime, immoral conduct, or absence from 25% or more of the scheduled meetings during any 12-month period. Because the PAB will carry out this important work, the county is committed and will prioritize ensuring that members have relevant knowledge and experience. This slide proposes a list of skills and experience to ensure qualification, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Please pause the video now to read the list included in Bill 1622.